Have you ever wondered why Catholics celebrate the Feast of the Epiphany? The Epiphany is one of the most profound and beautiful celebrations in the Catholic Church. It is a time when we remember the revelation of Jesus Christ to the Gentiles, symbolized by the visit of the Magi. The word Epiphany comes from the Greek word meaning manifestation or revelation, and this feast marks the moment when Jesus was revealed as the Savior not only to the Jewish people but to the entire world. In the Gospel of Matthew, 2:1-12, we read about the journey of the wise men, or Magi, who followed a star to find the newborn King of the Jews. These men were not of Jewish descent, they were Gentiles, from far-off lands. Yet, God chose to reveal His Son to them through the star. The Magi's journey symbolizes the universality of Christ's mission. He came not only for the people of Israel but for all of humanity. This is why the Epiphany is so significant. It marks the first revelation of Jesus as the Savior of all nations. In Catholic tradition, the Feast of the Epiphany celebrates three key moments in the life of Christ's manifestation to the world: the visit of the Magi, the baptism of Jesus in the Jordan River, and the miracle at the wedding feast in Cana. However, it is most commonly associated with the Magi. These wise men, having followed the star, brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These gifts were not random, each one holds deep symbolic meaning. Gold represents Jesus' kingship, frankincense represents His divinity, and myrrh represents His humanity and the suffering He would endure. The Magi's gifts show us who Jesus truly is: King, God, and Savior. The feast also highlights the theme of God's love for all people. When Jesus was born, His birth was first announced to the shepherds, humble and poor, signifying His arrival for the lowly and humble. But through the Epiphany, we see that His message is not exclusive to the poor or marginalized. It is for everyone, rich or poor, Jew or Gentile. The Magi's journey reminds us that Jesus is the light of the world, and His light shines for all to see, regardless of where they come from or who they are. As Catholics, celebrating the Epiphany calls us to reflect on the openness of the Magi's hearts. They recognized the significance of the star and responded with faith and reverence. Their journey was not just a physical one but a spiritual pilgrimage, one that led them to encounter the living God. In the same way, we are called to follow the light of Christ, to open our hearts to His message, and to seek Him in our own lives. The Epiphany reminds us that God is not distant. He reveals Himself to us, and we are called to recognize Him, just as the Magi did. Through the celebration of the Epiphany, we are reminded that Jesus Christ is the fulfillment of God's promise to the world. He is the Savior, the light in our darkness, the one who brings peace and salvation to all people. Just as the Magi bowed down and worshipped Him, we, too, are invited to bow before Him in awe and gratitude for His love and mercy. In conclusion, the Feast of the Epiphany is a celebration of God's universal revelation in Jesus Christ. It teaches us that Jesus came for all people, that He is the King, God, and Savior of the world. The Magi's journey is a beautiful reminder of our own journey of faith, seeking Christ, following His light, and offering our lives in worship. Let us, too, open our hearts to the revelation of Christ, and like the Magi, offer Him our gifts of love, worship, and devotion.